She was jealous of her neighbor. Then she did something evil, and it backfired. Watch this video about Taiwo, the jealous woman. In the bustling neighborhood of Ajegunle, Lagos, two women stood out in the food business, Fatima and Taiwo. They were both known for their delicious meal, but one had an edge that sparked something dangerous in the heart of the other. Fatima was a quiet, respectful woman from the north. She had moved to Lagos 10 years ago with her husband Musa, who later died in a bike accident. Left with two children to raise, she turned to what she knew best: cooking. Her jollof rice, tuwo shinkafa, and fried fish were to die for. People queued for her food before she even opened for the day. Taiwo, on the other hand, was a Lagos-born Yoruba woman, loud, bold, and popular. She had been selling amala, ewedu, and egusi soup for 5 years before Fatima ever arrived. She had loyal customers, especially area boys and keke drivers, who enjoyed her food. But ever since Fatima opened her business, Taiwo's business had been different. Day after day, Taiwo watched as her customers who once ate from her now crossed the other road to join Fatima's queue. She tried to laugh it off at first. She would say, "Not today, dem go tire soon," she'd boast loudly. Na only pepper dey chop. When belle start to dey run dem, dem go come back. But they didn't come back. Even when she reduced the price of her amala, people still crossed to Fatima's spot. Her food had something extra, not in spice, but in spirit. She cooked with a genuine heart, and it showed. It wasn't long before someone told Taiwo what she didn't want to hear. "Aunty Taiwo, no vex o, but that woman food sweet pass your own now." And she'd always smile. E be like say she dey pray put sef. That was the day something in Taiwo snapped. One rainy Tuesday, Taiwo closed early because business had been painfully slow. She sat in her small chair staring at her half-finished pot of egusi soup. "God, why now?" she muttered. "Na me dey here first. Why you can't allow one Hausa woman come spoil my market?" She thought about it all night. Around 3 a.m. she made up her mind. If Fatima was using something spiritual to attract customers, then she would do the same, only harder. The next day, Taiwo took a bus to a remote village in Ogun State. She had heard of one Baba Olokun, known for charms and rituals that worked within 3 market days. She paid her way, asking around discreetly until she found the shrine, a small mud hut by the river. Inside, it was dark. The walls were covered in red and black clothes. A tall, wrinkled man with white chalk all over his face emerged. "Who dey seek help?" he croaked. Taiwo stepped forward. "Baba, na my food business. One woman don dey spoil am. She dey use juju, I think. I wan make people stop to dey eat her food, make dem see as food are rubbish." Baba nodded slowly. "You go pay and you go obey instruction." Taiwo nodded without thinking. She paid in cash and bought everything he asked for. The ritual was done that night. Baba chanted, danced, and poured blood on a mirror. Then he looked at Taiwo. "From tomorrow, anybody wey see that woman food go dey see am like maggot and worm. But remember, everything get consequence." "I no care, Baba. I want my customers back," Taiwo said. The next morning he began. Fatima came early as usual. She arranged her pot and dishes out for the first round of jollof rice. "Aunty Fatima, wetin be this now?" the first customer said, dropping the plate and backing away. Fatima looked shocked. What happened?" "Your food, e get worm. I see maggot inside." "Maggot care, God forbid." She quickly opened the pot. She looked inside and it was perfectly cooked. She turned to another customer. "Oga, you sef, you see anything?" The man picked in and screamed, Jesus, na one full inside o." Then it was chaos. People shouted, ran and crossed to Taiwo's side of the road. Fatima was stunned. She checked all her pots, even tasted them herself. Everything was normal. But customer after customer swore that they saw worm inside. Fatima cried that day. She packed her food and went home. That night she prayed like never before, with her children beside her. God, you see everything. I know I cook clean. Whatever is making people see nonsense in my food, I reject it. Fight for me. Meanwhile, Taiwo's business boomed for the first time in months. People lined up outside her shed. She smiled, laughed and mocked. "Na who God don bless go chop from," she said loud enough for everyone to hear. But Baba Oloko had wonder. Everything get consequence. On the third night after the ritual, Taiwo had a strange dream. She was serving amala, but everyone that ate from her shed turned into a worm. They crawled around, hissing, and her hands were covered in blood. She woke up sweating. "Na dream," she muttered, "nothing dey happen." But strange things began. First, her pot started burning even with low fire. Then her voice started to fade during the day. She could barely shout, barely speak. Finally, customers began to complain that her soup was tasteless. "Wetin you put for dis ogbono? E be like say dem soak am for 3 days," one said. Another person spat it out. "Jesus, e get bitter taste." And then her customers started dwindling away. By the end of the week, it was like a full circle. People no longer came near her shed. Fatima, on the other hand, continued praying. Then one of her old customers, Iya Mojisola, decided to test her food again that day. With trembling hands, she tested the rice. This food sweet oh, I no worm dey," she shouted, and others gathered. Bit by bit, people returned to Fatima. And by 2 days, her queue was back, longer than ever. Meanwhile, Taiwo's shed became a ghost town. Then came the final blow. A young man named Jide, who worked as a bikeman, noticed something odd. One night while passing Taiwo's shed, he saw her digging behind it. She was burying something. Curious, he waited till she left and came back. What he found shocked him. He found a calabash wrapped in red cloth with cowries and bones. He took a photo and showed it to the landlord of the community and the community elders. That evening, they gathered, dug it out in public and summoned Taiwo. When confronted, she denied it at first. But when they brought the calabash out and people started murmuring, Taiwo broke down. "Na Baba Oloko, I no mean harm. I just wan make my customers come back." The crowd gasped. Some spat, others shouted. The baale stood and raised his hand. "You went this far because of food business. You made people see worm in another person's clean food." Taiwo collapsed weeping. "I no fit stand her again. She dey take all my customers away." The baale turned to the people. "See what envy can cause. Let this be a lesson. This woman will no longer be allowed to sell food in this area." The community agreed. Taiwo shed tears and was put down the next day. She was asked to leave the neighborhood. Fatima, upon hearing what had happened, wept, but her tears were not of joy. "God is great," she said, "but I will never wish this on anyone." She forgave Taiwo publicly. "If she ever needs food, she can come and I will give her," she told the crowd. The baale nodded. That is why her food is sweet, because her heart is clean. Months later, Fatima's business grew. She opened a second shop shed and employed 2 other widows to help her. She trained them with love and humility. Her children started school again, and peace returned. Taiwo was never seen in Ajegunle again, but her name lived on, not as a great cook, but as a warning. Jealousy is like a bitter leaf, but if you don't spit it out, it will ruin your taste for everything good. Envy can blind a person so much that they destroy themselves trying to destroy another. But when your hands are clean, no evil can stop your shine. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you for watching.